We'd like to thank the chairman and his team for being here, the board of AFL. They had their annual general meeting this morning, and they have also declared a dividend payout to the shareholder of AFL, which is the government of Fiji. And we are here to, of course, accept the dividend quite gratefully. There's been a number of strides that have been made by AFL in the past couple of years in particular, but as you know, over the past 1 year there's been enormous strides that have been made. But before I sort of mention that, I'd like to hand it over to the Executive Chair, Mr. Sayed-Khaiyum, to say a few words and give us the check.
We have discussed at the AGM, and we will be declaring $5 million dividend for 2012 and another $5 million dividend for 2013, making it a total of $10 million dividend payout to the government. This is historical because in the past, dividend payouts were generally around $1 million every year. So this has taken it to another level. And of course, it has come from the fact that the profits have improved, and also from the fact that our cash flow positions have significantly improved. You can make profits, but at the same time you can have no money in the bank. It is particularly the cash flow position that has significantly improved, that has allowed us to pay these dividends to the government. And of course, the cash flow position has also allowed us to carry out major development, such as the $105 million Fiji Airport Terminal modernization project that we are undertaking at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I have to thank all of the AFL employees, the staff, the directors who are here today, and the ministry, and the minister, who have continually worked hard to see that we are in the position we are today. So,
as long as the amount is big.
So there has been some delays.
No, I'd like to thank the chairman and his board, to Madhwata and Aiyaz Khan. They have done a wonderful job. As you know, that AFL for a number of years kind of languished with the reforms that took place back in the 90s. And following the appointment of the Bainimarama government, we've been slowly working in terms of fixing up many of the fundamental issues that existed as problems within AFL. And in particular, over the past couple of years, with the reform of the airport, the law that was put in place, the decree that has enabled the AFL board to carry out a number of reforms, such as the concessions. Some of you know there's some legacy issues. Previously, when tenders were called, following political influences, tenders were withdrawn. So there was no transparent processes that were in place. So concessions that we should have been getting, we weren't getting. And now we have a couple of the concessionaires, in the departure area, they will be paying about $16 to $17 million.
Currently we are getting about 12 million.
Yeah.
In future, post-modernization, we will be getting about 35 million.
$35 million. No, yeah, I mean, this is including not just the two, right? Or
the whole
lot.
All the concessions.
So you see, overall, jumping from 12 to 35 to $36 million is a huge amount. But from the two that we used to get, it was only about, I think, 8 million.
Correct.
About 8 million. And those two now will be paying about 16 million. 17 million dollars. So that's the enormous amount of difference that a transparent process has brought about. Enormous amount of difference that a modern approach to running an airport has brought about. And as the chairman has said, that the $105 million investment that's taking place at the airport at the moment in Nadi Airport will take Nadi Airport to another level. The airport, as you know, plays a major role in terms of not just as an entry point, but indeed as an experience destination. It's part of the experience of coming to Fiji. When you have over 90% of all of our tourism arrivals coming by air, and they come through Nandi, obviously we need to ensure that Nandi is a destination where they want to enjoy too. So when more people spending time at the airport, we want the experience to be good, we want the levels of efficiency to be improved significantly. It ties in, of course, with tourism. We also have to work very closely with all the other agencies, whether it's biosecurity, whether it's customs, whether it's immigration, and indeed all the tour operators. So the whole approach to modernizing Nandi Airport has meant a much better experience at Nandi Airport, a better sort of modern infrastructure, but also in terms of the revenue streams has significantly improved. It of course then makes any divestment of shares in the airport a lot more attractive for would-be investors, because the value of the business that they're buying into is significantly enhanced. There are a number of other areas that the profit margin can be improved. We find that, for example, Nandi Airport is languishing behind in terms of some of the charges that we have. It's very, very old, very, very archaic. If you compare the charges that we have in Nandi, say compared to Sydney, Brisbane, even some of the other Pacific Island countries, we are like 300–400% cheaper than what they have. We're even cheaper than Samoa or Tonga. So obviously, we need to play catch up in those areas, and we look forward to working with the Commerce Commission in that respect to ensure that Nandi has its true potential. Nandi is the only airport, ladies and gentlemen, that makes money for AFL. All the other airports in Fiji run at a loss. We, as you know, are looking at investing in Nosuri, extending the runway. We had some initial discussions with the landowners, which we hope to continue in the next couple of months. And there's great plans for Nosuri. As you know, Nosuri has a lot of potential. It's right next to the capital city. Indeed, it's considered part of the capital city. So we need to ensure that the infrastructure there is up to speed. As you know, the 4-laning of the road is taking place also from Suva to Nosuri. So all of these things tie in, and this is precisely what the Fiji First government is all about, is taking a holistic approach to infrastructure development and indeed service delivery. So I'd like to thank the chairman and his board for their efforts, and also coming out here on a Saturday. We look forward to working with them. We look forward to their further cooperation and the input and the valuable input that they've actually put in. The next 12 months or so will be very exciting for us when you have various phases of the modernized Nandi Airport being open to the public. And I'm sure if you've got any questions on that, the chairman can tell you a lot more in detail. So all around, it's very, very good news, and I'd like to thank them for their hard work again. In particular, the executive chair, who's been slogging it for the past couple of years, while juggling other positions. And we very much appreciate what's been going on.